welcome back once again to my channel. This is Green Booster, and for today we'll be looking at physics. I'll be taking just few minutes of your time to tell you something about projectile. So whatever I think you know about projectile, we'll look at the question, we'll solve questions of projectile and see how far we can go. Now let me start. What is not projectile? Projectile is simply talking about motions that undergo or take parabolic form. Projectile is simply talking about motion that undergo or take motions of objects that takes a parabolic form. Look at the parabolic form. E.g., a motion of a bullet that is fired from a gun takes a parabolic form. A stone thrown or a ball that is being fired into the air will take a parabolic form. It will start from a point from this side, from where it is being thrown to where the thing hits the projected plane. Now, the time of flight in seconds, the time of flight, the time it will take for this stone to be thrown from this point to this point is in seconds. It's called time of flight. Now we have height, we have maximum height, we have maximum range, and we have range also. We have maximum height, we have maximum, we have height, maximum height, we have range, maximum range. But let me define, what is even height? Height is the highest point this particular stone that is being thrown will attain as measured from the projected plane. The height is the highest point. When you throw a stone like this, a stone gets to a highest point before coming down. That highest point, when I measure from that highest point to the ground or to the plane of projection, is called the height. Then we now have the range. What is range? Range is a distance from where the stone is being projected from to where the stone hits the ground. The distance is in meters, is in centimeter, but the best we use in physics, we always use meters in physics. Now let me start. I have this stone. This stone is being thrown up. It will go up and come down. And it will take a parabolic form. A parabolic form. It will take a parabolic form. That is a curved form. The time of flight, the formula used. Now we have equations of motion. Our motion formula and the projectile motion formulas are different. What makes them different? What makes them different is because the projectile motion is being inclined at an angle, whereas the equations of motion, you don't see it is not being given or does not occur in the presence of an angle. That means for every motion that is projectile, it means that that particular motion of that object will be at an angle. For every motion, every other motion that is not projectile, you will not see an angle attached to it. That is how it is different. So therefore, if I have to look at this now, I look at we have four formulas of the equation formula. Our equations of motion, equations on motion. We have four equations. Number one, we have V equal to U plus AT. This first formula. So we have V squared equal to U squared plus 2AS. Next one, we have S equal to V plus U all over 2 all into what T. And the last one, X is equal to what? UT plus half AT squared. Okay. Now back to what I have before. On that projectile, we have time of flight. The time of flight is in seconds and it's given as what? 2U sine theta over G. I will explain whatever I have here. Unlike this motion, we have U is the initial velocity, while V is the final velocity. U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity, A is the acceleration due to gravity, then T is the time in seconds. Back to what I have here, they say find it. We'll look at the soft question. Look at soft questions. They say find the time of flight. Time of flight is given as what? 2U. This U is the velocity. If they give velocity in a kilometer per hour, convert it to meter per second and so. Then the angle which is the object is being inclined at, and then the gravity is always 9.8 or maybe 10 as the case may be. The next one we now have height. The height attained by the projected motion is given by an object is given by U squared sine squared theta over 2G. Look at the formula to calculate the height attained by the projected object. U is the initial velocity, sine is for the angle, theta is the angle also as sine theta means sine 50, sine 100, sine 30 as the case may be. Then we now have the range. The range is equal to what? U square sine 2 theta over what? Over G. This is what we are going with for this first part. This is the three things that we'll take for this first part. Now we can be asked to find either the time of flight or the velocity or the angle as the case may be. So we'll look at one example now and see how we can use the formula to help ourselves. Now, the time of flight of a bullet fired at 20 degrees to the horizontal, is 1500 seconds. 1500 seconds. We now say find the velocity of the bullet. Solution. Number one, what formula will I solve it? You will see a question. Remember in your JAMB or WAEC exam, when they give you exam on JAMB or WAEC, they will not tell you the formula to work with. You will use your head and read and understand. From what you have read, you will now understand and know the formula you will work with. Now, from this is my question. Now, they have mentioned time of flight. The time of flight T is equal to what? 2u sine what? Sine theta over G. Look at the formula for time of flight. Time of flight is given as what? 2u sine theta. Now, let me now substitute very, very well. From my question here, they give me that the time of flight of a bullet is what? This one is the time of flight is equal to what? 1500 seconds. Please, if they give you in minutes, let's say by 60. If they give you in hours, say, if as me it was in minutes, I would have said 1500 times the minute times 60. Whatever I have, I will now use. If they give me in hour, I will then say 1500 times 60 times 60. You have to convert appropriately. Please, in physics, we use the standard measurement. In physics, we solve with the standard measurement. So now, from here, they say the angle that is theta is equal to what? 20 degrees. They say I should find what? U. I don't know U. Now, you must not always be asked to find the parameter here. You can be asked to find this one here or anything here. So your problem is to know your problem is you identify what you're asked to look for, then make that the what subject of the formula. From here, what will I have now? I'll then have 1500 equal to 2 times what is U? I don't know U. Then sine what? Sine 20 over G. G is 9.8. Normally they will constrain you. Let me say take G equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Or then say 158 times 9.8, 1500 times 9.8. It will give me 14700 equal to 2 times sine 20. 2 sine 20. It will give me, that is U 0.6840. Always make sure your angle is in 4 decimal place. It is safer to leave your sine, cos, or tan, as the case may be, in mathematics and physics in 4 decimal place. That is what we are supposed to do. Therefore, at this point now, 2 times sine 20 will give me 0.6840. Then this U will drop down. I will now divide it by what? 0.6840 divided by 0.6840. So here to cancel. Therefore, U is now equal to, I will then divide 14700 divided by 0.6840. 21.21, I'll have 21491.23 meter per second. Look at my answer. You can be also asked to leave your answer in decimal in a standard form. You now do the needful. So back to, let me go back and summarize whatever I've solved before. Let me summarize it. They say I should find it. They gave me time of flight. They gave me the angle, and they say they gave me the time of flight, which is equal to 1500. They now say find the word velocity, which is U. The T, I put the T parameter here equal to these two come down. This U, what I'm looking for. Then sine theta means sine 20. all over G is 9.8. This G is gravity on this earth is 9.8 or 10 meter per second square, as the case may be. But here we are using what? 9.8 meter per 9.8. So for me, I said this times this gave me this equal to 2 sine 20 gave me 0.6840. This u will come down then over equal, that is all. Then to find u, divide here by this u coefficient, divided by u coefficient. You cancel. Only u is now equal to what? This over this will now give me 21491.23 meter per second. Then the second question the second question we are supposed to look at is this now. Let's see another issue concerning another question concerning what we have. Now, if I'm being given this question, I'm being asked that they say calculate the angle a stone thrown into the atmosphere. Calculate the angle a stone thrown into the atmosphere that covers a range of 1.3 times 10 to the power of 4 meter. Given the velocity of the stone as 80 meter per second. Solution. What do I have? I have range. Range is equal to 1.3 times 10 to the power of 4. I also have what again? I also have the velocity u is equal to what? 80 meter per second. They say find angle. Angle I don't know. The formula for the range is equal to u square sine 2 theta over g. And what's my range is 1.3 times 10 to the power of 4 equal to what's my u? My u is 80 square sine 2 theta divided by what? 9.8. So I just substituted. I wrote down my formula. After writing my formula down, I then substituted. So after doing this, what will I come down with after doing this? After doing this, I will say this one in standard form can still give me 1.3. This side in standard form will still give me, this side in ordinary form, it will give me 13123 times 9.8 equal to 80 square is 16064. 80 square is equal to 6400 sine 2 theta. So I'll divide here and here by what? 6400. So here it will cancel. I have sine 2 theta. So if I simplify 13000 times 9.8 is equal to this, then divided by 6400, I will get 19.91. So now therefore I'm being asked to find sine 2. What will I do here? Divided by 2 divided by what? By 2. I will cancel this and this. So that here I will then have 19.91 divided by 2 will give me 9.955 equal to sine theta. So therefore theta is not equal to the sine inverse of 9.955, which will give me now, because my angle, whenever I will get sine inverse of a number other than 0 point something, it will give me error. So what you will do here at this point, theta is not equal to what? Sine inverse of 9.955. 9.955. This is what your answer will now be. So the sine inverse of 9.955 is equal to what? Is equal to ordinary theta. So thank you so much. I'll meet you in my